you brought up a good point, which is, and this is maybe one of the pros of social media to adults, which is that it has allowed people that might not have had a voice or a path to find success to find that. I mean, that is kind of a beautiful thing. And there have been some nice independent content creators of different types where YouTube has been a great place for them to get to people. So I think you're touching on something interesting there. I mean, I'll tell you why I say no to YouTube, and I'm going to continue to say no until at least age 16. Out of all the platforms, YouTube is probably the most radicalizing out of all of them. And now I don't necessarily mean radicalizing like in the sense that your kid's going to become a terrorist, but the rabbit holes are very, very powerful in YouTube. So let's say it's something very benign, right? Like your kid is into, I don't know, Minecraft, right? And maybe they search one video for Minecraft, but obviously now that the algorithm knows that's what they like, they're going to feed them more and more of that until that's all they see. And my point is like, would my kid seek that out on his own had he not been fed that? Probably not, and it's probably going to make him more obsessed with that topic, good or bad, whatever it is, that is not agency is gone, right? Like it's not about what he's looking for anymore. It's about what the algorithm thinks is going to keep them online longer. So that's my biggest thing. Like I really, really think agency is important for kids.
I think I interviewed a mother for this book whose son encountered a TikTok challenge, even though he was not allowed to be on TikTok.
Yeah.
Through YouTube, assuming that it was YouTube Shorts, but it's all very insidious the way that, especially when these just massive companies get together and create these monopolies, it's very unclear how one platform informs the other and vice versa. And I don't know that we will ever be privy to that information. But I completely agree with you in that certainly when we think about brain development, when education is the science of relations, but someone else is making those relations for you and those connections on your behalf, that connection is no longer yours. So not only is it not part of your educational experience, but it's shaping and forming a different one entirely. And that is cause for alarm, I think, for developing brains. I think even adults still encounter this on a daily basis, probably more than any of them should.